has my anxiety affected me and me going back to school? Well, today's video. Hey everyone, my name is Dorothy and welcome back to Simple Dewdrops. Today's video I'm going to be sharing with you how my anxiety has affected me, how mental illness has affected me from way back in the middle school and high school days till now going to university. My anxiety kind of started back in middle school, a little bit towards like my 8th grade year, but it didn't officially kick in until my end of my sophomore year. My junior year and my senior year was the absolute worst. I don't want to even go back to that time because of how much my anxiety affected me. How I knew I had anxiety, with mental illness, I had symptoms. I had a lot of trouble with my digestive system because I was anxious all the time. And my doctor was like, I think you need to see a therapist. And I went to see a therapist and she did diagnose me with anxiety and depression. I had more anxiety than I did depression, but it was still there because I did have a lot of negative thoughts. I did not take any pills because she didn't want me to put me on pills. She just wanted me to practice a lot of like breathing techniques and like different techniques to help me regulate my emotions. And back in 2015 was when I first moved to Texas, and I still struggled because I finished school and started kind of a new life after high school, and my anxiety still continued here and there, and I was lost, extremely lost for a very long period of time. I think I've spent at least 3 years feeling completely lost. I didn't know who I was half the time, and my anxiety and I competed with each other a lot, and my anxiety won probably all the time because I didn't want to leave my comfort spot, because if I did, I would shake. I would just go down like a rabbit hole of emotions that I wouldn't have any control over, or I didn't control any of it. And because of that, when I graduated, I did go to cosmetology school for some time. I didn't get through the whole thing, the whole program. I left about halfway through because my body can't process the chemical smell, but I didn't go through the program. But I went to school, and my school was always online because I could not process the fact that if I were to go to school, I would have all those feelings that I don't want to have all over again. Because if I were to go to school, I would meet new people, have different instructors, professors, and deal with the feelings that I've dealt with in middle school and high school. I did not want that. So I chose the online route, and personally to me, online isn't the easy way out. It was the best way for me to control my emotions but still be able to go to school and get a degree. And even then, I stopped going to school many times and I let my anxiety win because of fear. I was so afraid of not doing the best in school, not getting the grades I wanted. I was so afraid of not passing. I was so afraid of being made fun of, and all those things related to going to school. I didn't want to experience it again. So I ended up choosing the online route, and my first goal was Brunel University. And as I was taking classes, everything was okay until I hit math class. Because I struggled with anxiety a lot during math in high school, not because I couldn't do it, but I think it was kind of like the class, the atmosphere of the class, it just affected me quite a lot. And once I hit math class in university, I quit. And I spent a few years not going to school at all. And I just spent that time working. And it wasn't until later on I went to WGU, and everything was okay until I again hit math class. Then I quit going to school because math anxiety. And then I went to Capella University. In Capella, I didn't get the result I wanted. I then stopped going again. Now I'm at a B. I'm a lot older. I'm in my late 20s at this point, mid to late 20s. And I think my mentality shifted of I cannot continue to live like this, because if I want to get anywhere in life and if I continue living like this, I'm not going to be able to reach where I want to reach. I'm shifting my thoughts to control how I feel, how I process certain information, and in ways change my thought to allow myself to feel and do things I never thought I could do, to prove to not only myself but to my parents that I can do it. And it's gonna be hard, and I want to vlog this journey because I know a lot of people are dealing with similar issues. I mean, anxiety and depression, mental illness affects everyone differently. I'm just sharing my process and sharing how anxiety has affected me. And how I knew anxiety was my hair, I would always do this. I would always tug, pull, I would always play with my hair. I would always like rip my hair out. My digestion, I would always want to be in the bathroom. I would feel unwell half the time. Like, all those symptoms were me being anxious, trying to avoid certain situations because I know it would make me anxious. And if I were to deal with that situation, I would shake. My anxiety has caused me to quit when I'm halfway done with something because I didn't believe in myself, and I want to change that. So I'm gonna vlog my journey and hope you guys can find it in yourself to love yourself regardless of how hard life gets. And for anyone in school that's dealing with anxiety, depression, it will get better, I promise you. So don't give up, because life is hard, but you can do it. With that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope I helped you in any way that I possibly could. And I will see you guys in the next video. Be yourself and stay beautiful. Bye bye.